Resurgence, make some noise!
The following contest is an exhibition match scheduled for one fall. Your referee for this bout, Mr. Charles Wheeler. Introducing first in the corner to my left, here's the Welsh godfather of wrestling, Flying McBad. And his opponent, he is a Wrestling Resurgence original, alumnus of the University of Leicester, the Punjabi War Prince, Cara.
Here we go then, Claire. This could be match of the night material.
Yeah, this is going to be excellent. This is a young, up-and-coming wrestler versus a veteran that we've seen a number of times in a Resurgence ring, Mike Bird.
Now, the last time we saw Mike Bird, it was against Leah James, and he certainly put her through absolutely everything in that ring.
That was a match. I remember that one really well.
It was incredible.
It really was. Yeah, because Harry Singh has been trying to prove himself against seasoned opponents. That's what he wants to do. He started very shakily in Resurgence. Number of losses.
Yeah, he did indeed.
Win. And more recently, he's really kind of picked up the wins, proven he can hold his own in this ring. And tonight, he wants to prove his own against Mike Bird, one of the best, most longest serving wrestlers that British wrestling has. So, tonight is a night for Harry Singh to prove himself.
Let's go, Harry! Let's go, Harry! Let's go, Harry!
Looks like we're going for a bit of a test of strength here. Takes a bit of trust between opponents. And Mike Bird, with a bit of a leg sweep, takes Harry Singh down. And Mike Bird is very proficient on the mat. He has a great background in technical wrestling.
And Mike Bird has seen it all. I mean, he has seen all the young guns come through. He's
seen them all. He's fought them all. He's beat them all as well. This is something about Mike Bird. He is an incredible athlete who works incredibly hard and has beaten some of the best in the world.
Yeah, that's right. And also, as we all know, trains so many of the younger wrestlers as well, so he really knows his stuff. And tonight really is a night for Harry Singh to go out there and to show that he can really hold his own against one of the greatest veterans that we have right now.
And for Mike Bird, I would say that training up these young wrestlers gives you almost an advantage because you see their style. They bring in something new, right? And they bring something really new, impressive. However, he has that and his own experience.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he is the ring general, right? And
that is right.
And he knows all the moves. He's escaped every submission move. He's countered every offense. Like, he's done it all. So there's nothing you can't surprise Mike Bird. And he'll be ready for you, whatever you throw at him.
Great reversal by Mike Bird. First pin of the match, but only a 1 count, and Harry gets a 1 count as well. They're keeping each other honest in this match so far. Harry desperately not wanting to get stuck there and gets to the side, onto the ropes. Importantly for him, because Mike Bird was looking to really wear him down there, but this now goes back to square one. It's a stalemate.
Yeah, and it's a proper wrestling match, a proper technical wrestling match. You can see both guys really thinking about what they have to do, really thinking about their next move. This is not just kind of throwing punches. This is actually thinking about your opponent, thinking about the best offense, thinking about the way to defend yourself. There's a lot of this is about a test of mental strength as well as physical strength.
And absolutely, we just seen that physical strength from Mike Bird there with that shoulder barge.
And I also wonder for Harry Singh, this is his town, this is his city. He knows Leicester. You can hear from the crowd.
He has the home advantage, you might say.
And that's gonna give him something over Mike Bird. You know, Mike Bird knows it all. He's done it all. He's seen it all. Mike Bird doesn't have home advantage. He's got a lot of respect in this hall, but he doesn't have the kind of home advantage that Harry has. And I wonder what that's going to play tonight.
Leaping frog there and kick out at 2. Now this is classic wrestling and a drop kick. Takes Bird down. Harry with incredible core strength with a wry smile of Mike Bird there. And for the first time in this match, Mike Bird is not getting to his feet with any speed.
Yeah. And I also wonder about, Mike Bird's got amazing stamina. We know that. We've seen this before. But Harry Singh is the young man coming up. What is youth and age? What are those? Are they going to be factors in this match, Joe? We don't know yet.
When Harry's almost on a bit of a crusade at the moment too. He's looking to beat some of the veterans of the game. He really is. Back body drop by Mike Bird.
And I think to learn from them as well while he does so. Like, you know, Harry Singh, as he proved when he tried to shake Mike Bird's hand at the start, like he's a young guy with a lot of respect for the business and for the guys who've been here for years in the business.
They tell you, don't they, in your first few years of wrestling, that you have to be like a sponge. You have to take everything in. And Harry is the prime example of doing that.
Yeah, that's right.
But he does just tumble to the ground with that awful knife edge chop by Mike Bird. Flying Mike Bird back in a Resurgence ring tonight. It's good to see him. But Harry won't be enjoying that one. He won't be glad to see him at all.
Anyone could enjoy that.
Snap suplex. And a big knee to the face as well. Pinning combination with it, 2 count. But at this point in the game, this is still about wearing your opponent down.
Yeah, very much so. And you can tell from the fact that Mike Bird is working that arm such a lot. He's really, you know, he started with that and he's going back to it again. You know, he needs to try and make sure that arm is not into play. That, you know, that Harry Singh is feeling sore and beat up. And that's the way you're going to beat Harry Singh tonight.
This is not a good place. Look at all those fingers bending backwards. They are not meant to bend that way at all. And you can hear him screaming out in pain and takes a horrible, horrible blow to the fingers via the foot.
The thing about Mike Bird is that, yes, he's a veteran of the game. He knows his wrestling. He's a great fighter, but he also can fight really dirty. And he knows all the tricks.
Very good point.
And he's proving it tonight. Maybe he knows tricks that Harry, being still young, still learning his trade, doesn't know yet. Like that stamping on the fingers.
Perhaps it's that age-old saying where you might know everything I've taught you, but hey, I butchered it, but it's there.
Yes, Joe, that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Oh wow, that was a big chop. And yet another one, and Harry's getting a bit of momentum, getting those combination shots in. But Mike Bird gets that side elbow once again, going for a pin, wearing him down, looking for a 3. But every time he has to kick out, he's using up a bit more energy that in the end will mean the 3 count will come if Bird keeps getting this offense in. Clubbing blow to the back there. And Claire, how do you recover from something like that?
You know, those are the sorts of moves that in the end will wear you down. Like,
Yeah, you don't say.
you can take one, but taking 20
Oh,
of them,
wow.
like, you can already see. You can see how it's wearing it down.
Yeah.
Harry Singh's chest is already bright red, and that is really, really sore. And every time Mike Bird does that, the air gets pushed out of him again. He has to get his breath back.
Oh, it's right on the lungs, isn't it? Every time, it's right there. Your whole respiratory system.
The thing about Harry Singh, I always notice, is that he takes, like, when he gets beat up, when he gets kind of ground down, he takes that and uses it to his advantage. He kind of twists it round. He's, you know, he uses it to really give himself kind of impetus and make him kind of angry even. And he fights back at those points. You can see it happening here.
Wow. Harry got caught, all ends up there.
And I think the other thing about this match, Joe, that we need to notice as Mike Bird once again works that
He's
out,
manipulating those hands and arms and the fingers of Harry.
I think one of the things you need to remember is that Harry Singh really wants to keep some momentum going. He knows what it's like to lose in a Resurgence ring, and frankly, he knows what it's like to lose multiple times in a Resurgence ring. And he does not want to go back to that place. He really wants to be...
He was in a dark place before.
He really was. And he's got some victories now behind him. He doesn't want to go back to being the guy who loses in Resurgence.
And if you look at this right here, Harry is having to desperately fight out of being... He doesn't want to stay on that ground floor. Harry is very quick, as we're seeing right now, but gets caught up in that slam. Quick power slam, 2 count, and just a 2. But once again, how much longer can Harry take this punishment for?
Yeah, that's right.
And going back to what you said earlier, Claire, that home field advantage is showing now.
It really is.
This is why in football there is a home and an away game.
Exactly
It
right.
creates that equal setting for all teams.
Yeah.
But in wrestling, that is not the way it goes.
No, and you can really hear, you know, this is a space full of Harry's friends, like, you know, folks that live around him. He knows these guys really well, and, you know, they're cheering for him as the local hero here. They want him to do well. It's not against Mike Bird, you know, like
absolutely
guys in
not.
this space respect Mike Bird and what he's done for the business, but yeah, definitely on Harry's side tonight.
Big knife edge chops by Harry Singh. That's the 3rd one now, and Mike Bird will be a little bit winded from that. The air gone out of his lungs, but he has the power advantage. There's a lot of power there, but misses a splash. Oh, and hits the steel on the top of the ring post, and I think Harry sees there's something he can do here. This is his moment, and comes back using his momentum with that clothesline. And that is a massive turning point in this match. That could prove to be pivotal.
And that is Harry Singh's absolute best. He can just turn it around. I've seen it a couple of times now. Brilliant. So
Harry
much heart.
pumping it up. He's got that momentum. Knee to the face of Bird. He is a little bit off his feet now. Oh, wow. Harry misses that one. Mike Bird still got it.
Yeah, Mike Bird tapping his temple there and saying it's about his mind, it's about thinking. That's what we said. This is a match about thinking as much as it is about striking.
Tornado DDT. That is the quickness to... Oh, Mike Bird got spiked on the head, and he struggled to get out of that, but he did, and that is the important thing.
Yeah, the speed of Harry Singh there, amazing.
Harry perhaps looking for the fireman's carry net breaker, but small package by Mike Bird. Shoulders are down, 2 count, and a kick out. That was close. Into Guri by Mike Bird. And just as it seems that Harry might have won, there comes a brain buster.
Amazing.
Oh, wow, that was close. Oh, he nearly... I expected him then to kick out much earlier, but I think he was gone a bit there. Harry, obviously, uni of Leicester alumni.
Yes.
And we are quite close. We are on the Leicester side. Whoa, of Leicester. Here we go. 2. Oh, yes, we are on the Leicester University side of Leicester City at the moment. And you can tell he's got that real home advantage, but Mike Bird,
Right now it's not paying off for him.
it doesn't matter right now, you're absolutely
You
right.
take clubs to the face, home advantage or no home advantage.
Here we
you still
go.
Take clubs to the face.
This is it, Razor's Edge, and he kicks it, he's got it, that is it. That is it, 2 count and just a 2. He kicks out of that one and you can see Mike Bird's face.
Yeah, it took a lot of energy for Harry to kick out of that one. Mike Bird thought he'd got that. And you can tell, you're absolutely right, Joe, from his face, he thought he got it.
And this is the point in the game where perhaps if Harry can hang on in there, he gets the advantage. He has that almost natural way. Oh, he's just younger. That is just the end of it. He's just younger and maybe has more stamina.
Maybe, but he's also taken a lot of punishment in this match. And it's whether he can still come through. You know, Mike Bird has spent so much time manipulating the arm.
Here we go, Harry Singh.
Goodness, you know, will he be able to come through? But I mean, he's going for it. We can see.
He's going where he feels comfortable.
Yeah, you can't criticise this guy's heart. My goodness.
We've seen in Resurgence though, sometimes this pays off, sometimes it doesn't. It's high risk, and he misses it this time and crumbles to the other's corner, going for a crossbody, but completely misses. Oh, but again, the small package here. Is Harry going to pick it up? Yes, he does! Harry! And you said Mike Bird couldn't be surprised tonight, but there we go.
Yeah.